We'll go Kansas State, 2.5 point underdogs right now. Ton of juice on home Kansas. Total is 57 in this one. Big battle up in the middle of nowhere. Just kidding. For those of you from Kansas, I actually have been to Lawrence. So if you're gonna say that I'm being really disgusting and treating you poorly, I have been there. I've supported the economy. Kansas, 2.5 point favorites at home. Total is 57.
Yeah, I wanted Kansas at three, at 2.5. It's kind of a stay away. Kansas State's playing a lot better. I think we talked about them in a game. We actually
Hold
hit
on.
it.
You wanted K-State at three, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I wanted K State at three. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
I wanted K State at three. And I think we covered a game from them after they came off the bye and they won. Was that against TCU? I think.
Uh, I think we did. We talked about them at least, and we certainly covered them in their opener because they basically started off this whole
Yeah,
campaign, I think. But yes, we
yeah,
talked about them for sure.
yeah. So they're trending up to me. I mean, they won two of the last three before their bye. They're coming off another bye, which is kind of awkward. They've scored 34 plus points in all three of those games. Now for Kansas, it was the complete opposite. They've lost two of three going into their bye. Both teams coming off the bye, so that's kind of negated. I don't think it's any advantage for either side. Obviously, in an in-state battle, although Kansas, I will say this: home field advantage for Kansas has been up a little bit because of that new stadium. Like they've got their fans all in on that stadium. So it looks like a great stadium. I haven't been there, but it looks great. Fans are intrigued. So I do give them some home field advantage for that, although it's in-state school. But I think both of these teams are pretty similar. But I like the over. Kansas really struggles with rushing, 89th in EPA rush allowed. They struggle on early downs. The offense struggles on late and passing down. So Kansas State with that 3-3-5 stack can put Kansas behind the chains, make Jalen Daniels beat him with his arm, and I think that can force him into mistakes. Kansas State's been running the ball really well. I think they come out of the bye and play extremely, which is why we see the threes are gone now. It was three earlier and now the 2.5. So the juice is trending down towards two. So if you like K State, you might want to buy it up to three, or if you just think they win outright, I would just maybe split up your unit 75% on the 2.5 and then 25% on the money line. But I do think Kansas State is the right side. I want a three. I do think over is the play. I think both offenses can move the ball, but I do think it's a little bit of more resistance on the Kansas State defense versus the Kansas defense with all the troubles that they've had into the last three games.
Yeah, so if you're into Kansas State football, I mean, every man a Wildcat, E-Mall, that sort of stuff, whatever they do with their hands, they seem to play tight games every week. The games they win potentially sometimes lopsided by two scores or such. But a 3 point loss in Dublin against Iowa State, a 3 point win against North Dakota, a 3 point loss to Army, a 6 point loss at Arizona, 14 point win to UCF, 1 point loss at Baylor, and 13 point win just recently before the bye week at home to TCU. So that's a lot of close games for a pretty all over the place type of schedule. So maybe you look for that game being on your list. Rivalry, close game, potentially start off your Saturday the right way at 11 a.m. If you're in the Central Time Zone, 12 a.m. Eastern Time where Lonte is, and I guess it'd be 9 a.m. if you're out west. And people always forget Mountain Time, so we'll give a shout out to them.